Hello, everyone. Resume. So, we haven't even talked a whole lot about this yet. So I'm excited to talk to you guys, or actually have Sheena talk to you guys about the ultimate portion fix, okay, tonight. So if you pay attention to your email, and if you pay attention to the team Beachbody pages, then you know that we are about to launch another nutrition program, which is super duper exciting. So I honestly haven't had a chance to dive into all of the information yet, but our fierce leader Sheena has been doing that, and she's been diving in and listening to all the videos and doing all of the training. So I'm super excited because she is going to bring it to us. I am going to take notes so that I can learn all about it too, so that we can really harness this launch. So she's going to break it down about how the ultimate portion fix is different. She's going to tell us about launch dates and all of that kind of stuff. And I just want you guys to know, just kind of take notes. I'm excited about this just from our own coaching standpoint. The more we can have nutritional tools in our tool belts, the better. I think we can all say that most of our clients, and even coaches on here, that a big problem people have is nutrition. So as many tools as we can have in our toolbox to help people, the better. So be ready, take notes, be a student tonight, and everything that she talks about. Don't freak yourself out about how you're going to present it or all that kind of stuff. That is my job. I'm going to be working behind the scenes to integrate it into our forms so that it won't be a big disruption from what you're already doing. And so it's just going to be an additional tool or add-on. So I'm going to be quiet and let Sheena take it over.
All right, guys, I'm super pumped. Can you guys hear me okay? Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, cool. I'm super pumped to talk to you guys about Ultimate Portion Fix. How many people have gotten an email or know kind of vaguely what Ultimate Portion Fix is? Raise your hand. All right. Looks like a lot of you guys have. Some of you guys haven't. That's okay. We have a lot going on, with Transform 20 and doing all that and finishing all that up and getting new groups started. So there's a lot of information out there, but that's what we're here for. And that's why we have, all these trainings and everything. So I'm pumped to talk to you guys about it. And I'm super excited that Beachbody's really putting up a focus on nutrition, because there's a reason why Beachbody's the entire solution, right? We pair fitness with nutrition, with holistic supplementation, with community and support and coaching. It's because all those things work symbiotically together to get you the ultimate results, right? You can get pieces of those things at in other ways, but you're not going to get all of it together unless you're with Beachbody, right? So I'm pumped that they're putting a focus there. They did it last year with 2B Mindset. I absolutely love 2B Mindset. I think there's a lot of amazing principles in there that can work across all, nutrition platforms, right? It doesn't matter if you're doing Portion Fix or whether you're doing 2B Mindset or whether you're doing something else, there are principles in there. And I feel like that with Ultimate Portion Fix too. So, all the stuff, there's all kinds of trainings and stuff that I'm going to point you to at the end of this call. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box and I'll try to get to them at the end of the call. But why do they create the Ultimate Portion Fix, right? We have 21-day fix, you have Fixate, you can go in there and look at the different containers and, you know what your containers, your container allotment is based on your program that you're doing, your weight, that sort of thing, right? But you don't know why. You don't know the science behind it. You don't know how to explain it to people, right? And a lot of you guys, you may be newer coaches and you may just be learning all of this yourself. So it's something that is really going to take all of that guesswork away from you. And Beachbody always wants you to succeed. So they're listening, right? You guys, how many of you guys here struggle with nutrition? That's your number one obstacle. Look, all the hands going up, all the hands, myself included. I'm a nutrition nerd. I'm a nutrition junkie, but your girl loves to eat a lot of the things that aren't good for me too, right? So we all struggle with nutrition, right? And that means if you think that you're struggling with nutrition and here you are a coach and you know what to do, what do you think the rest of the world feels like? They're really struggling, right? And even people in our community, they're really struggling because they can do the workouts because it's monkey see, monkey do, right? If Joel does a jumping jack, you do a jumping jack, right? So now we're doing that with nutrition. We're making it more monkey see, monkey do. We're giving people those reasons behind why they're doing this and not just telling them you get 4 greens, 3 reds, two oranges or whatever. And Beachbody's listening and they're finding solutions and they're removing those obstacles from our plate, right? And they're giving it to professionals, because you don't have to be a nutritionist or a dietitian or anything like that to be a Beachbody coach or to be a coach, right? So they're putting all that work to the professionals so that they can bring us the best products and programs to help all of our people, right? So what she's going to do, so basically, like, the difference is if you look at 21 Day Fix and you look at the Portion Fix system that we have now, and like say it's like, you're just getting like surface level, like Autumn is going on a whole hardcore deep dive into the container system, why it works, the science, how to use it for so many different things. And I'm going to touch on that in just a little bit. But what's really cool about this, guys, is this opens up a whole new opportunity for us to not only help our people, right? Because all of the programs, going forward and all the recent launches that we have, they're all container friendly. All the nutrition programs are container friendly. But there's a lot of people out there that like to do their own thing too, right? They like to go to Zumba or CrossFit, or they like to run, or they do their own fitness that they enjoy and they're doing well with it. But guess what? Just like you, just like our clients, more than likely they're still struggling with nutrition. Well, now we have a solution to give them, that is not associated. Maybe they don't want to do home workouts, right? But they can still do the Ultimate Portion Fix system to help them optimize their results and, eat for performance and fuel their bodies and lose weight or gain muscle or whatever their goals are, right? So that's really cool. This is a standalone program that will work with whether you're doing Beachbody programs or whether you're not, right? So when you get people that are like, oh yeah, I'm doing my own thing, I like to work out at the gym, you can be like, oh, hey girl, you told me you're struggling with your nutrition. Like, I got something for that too, right? It helps you overcome that objection because now you have more tools in your belt. So I'm going to touch on a little bit. Oh, I wanted to preface this by saying, I know Beachbody rolls out a lot of things and you're like, oh my gosh, like, why do I have to get this one more thing, right? But as a coach, like, your credibility in this business is directly tied to your knowledge of the products and the programs and what you have to offer people, right? So you continually learning and evolving and investing in your own education and your own results, like, that's what gets people to want to join you, right? Because people want to join someone that they believe can truly help them. They want to join someone that they know is going to be here in a year. They want to, like, so if you're continually learning and investing in your own health, those people believe like, oh, well, she's keeping on, right? So she's going to be here. She's not going to give up anytime soon. So yeah, I want to ride with this one, right? They want people that can see the full picture. And, so that's why it's so important to believe in what corporate is rolling out, right? And really get behind it and really just kind of like, go into it with trusting that Beachbody wants you to succeed in all areas. And they're doing everything they can to make us as coaches better and to truly fulfill their mission to help people live happier, healthier, more fulfilled lives, right? So, your ability to get results and get your clients results, that's what builds your business, guys. That's what creates retention. So if you're struggling with nutrition and you don't know how to use the container system and you don't know how to get results, then how can you expect you to get your clients results, right? And how can you expect them to hang around if they're not getting results, right? So this is removing that obstacle for you. This is giving you something that you can hand them and help them through and help guide them through, where you don't have to, and it's going to teach you as well along the way and help you be your healthiest, happiest self, because that's your number one priority, right? So I can't empower you enough to dive into these things, educate yourself, learn about what you have to offer, why it's helpful, why we're doing it, and, all of those things. So let's get into launch dates. So take some notes on this. These are the important dates. March 4th is when that's next Monday. That's when it becomes available to coaches to purchase, right? The reason why they're doing an early launch for coaches is because they want us to get in, to go through the program, to go through the modules, to learn everything ahead of time, so that when the all launch happens on March 18th, so that's when it's going to be available for all customers, right? Whether you're a coach or not, is March 18th. That's the day one. That they want us to be knowledgeable so that we can start inviting, like whether you're going to do an Ultimate Portion Fix challenge group or whether you're just going to implement that into what you're doing with, Transform 20 or Lift 4 or whatever, helping your clients get better results, or re-engaging your clients. Maybe you have some clients who've fallen off because they were struggling with nutrition. Like now we have tools to re-engage those people, right? And so, yeah, so March 14th is the coach launch. Anyone who has a coach account, even discount coaches, can go ahead and purchase any of the packages and all of that stuff. So we'll go over packaging and pricing in just a minute. And that video is available in Beachbody Champions. So I'm not going to dive deep into that, but there is a package and pricing video there that you can watch and learn about volume and all that stuff. And there's some changes that are happening. So Beachbody annual all access challenge packs, the 160 baseline challenge packs, are no longer coming with containers. Same with like whether it's performance or Shakeology, they're not coming with containers anymore, because to get the containers, you're going to need to do the ultimate portion fix, right? However, it is going to come with a Beachbody nutrition guide. So this is more of a general guide that's going to be available to your people who get the annual all access bod. And that's going to be available here pretty soon. So keep watching your coach breaking news in your back office. They're going to release a watermarked version of that for us to look over. So we know what, if somebody gets the 160 challenge pack, like we're no longer saying you're going to get a set of containers, you're going to get a Beachbody nutrition guide, and it's got this, and this. So I'm not sure what all is in there yet, but it's, from what I understand, it's pretty comprehensive, and it gives them like an overview of healthy eating and all those things. Oh, Keisha. Okay. So Keisha's got one now that she can share. Perfect. So we'll get to look at that. However, if they get an ultimate portion fix challenge pack, it will come with, oh, somebody's unmuted. Hold on. Gary? Yeah, see if we can just mute everybody. All right. So, yeah, if you get an ultimate portion fix challenge pack, it will come with the containers. Let's see. What else? Okay, so there's different programs, you guys. So there is going to be 3 different ways that you can take advantage of Ultimate Portion Fix as a coach. So there is the home program. The home program is going to be your like baseline, like Ultimate Portion Fix, like comes with everything that you need, right? It's got 36 videos and there's 6 modules, right? So the first module, she's going to introduce us to Ultimate Portion Fix, the 3 principles of the Ultimate Portion Fix. She's going to cover things like food addiction, sugar addiction, which are all super important. Like how many times have you had people, like your challengers, come up to you and be like, oh my God, like I just can't stop eating, treats and sugar and all those things. She's going to go into all of that. She's going to go into like, maybe you do good all day and then you binge in the evening, right? And she's going to touch on maybe why that's happening and give you solutions to overcome that. She's going to do finding your why, right? Really connecting people to their why they want to eat healthy, whole, clean foods and eat on the portion fix system. She's going to cover emotional eating, right? So that's all in module 1. And then in module 2, she's going to talk about, there's 3 different paths, right? So she's giving us different options, right, guys? So we haven't had this before. It's always been very cut and dry, black and white. Actually, it's been pretty rainbow colored, but you guys know what I mean, like black and white. There are different paths for your current state, where you want to go, what your goals are. This is something that I'm super excited about because it's something that I get asked all the time. Is she's going to cover how to, eat containers. If you have somebody that's asking about paleo or keto or intermittent fasting or vegan and vegetarian, like how to use those things with those lifestyle type programs, right? Because keto is really big right now and everybody thinks they want to be ketogenic. I don't know why anybody would want to stop eating carbs. I can't wrap my mind around it, but if people want to do that, we can totally help them even with the portion fix system. So that's all in module 2. And then module 3, she's going to give different formulas based on your goal and activity level. So this is really where you're going to be able to hone in on like people who are doing something else besides a Beachbody program, right? And people that, she's going to do a comprehensive deep dive into like the food lists and kind of like how they're set up. I know most of you probably don't even know, but like the food lists are set up in like a hierarchy based on their nutritional value. Like, did most of you guys know that? Yeah. So it's like the top food, the best foods for you are at the top, and then it works its way down, right? I bet a lot of our challengers don't know that. They just think like, here's the list of reds, here's the list of blues, but Autumn covers that, right? So that's why this program is important, because it does give them those nuggets so that they can make the best decisions, right? Oh, she's also going to talk about like freebies and, how to ramp up your substitutions and things like that. Because guys, listen, Also, the portion fix system came out 5 years ago. And 5 years ago may not seem like that long ago, but in the diet and nutrition world, like 5 years ago is like, that's like cavemen, right? Like so much science and so much stuff has come out since then, and so many different, research articles and lifestyles have evolved. And, we have to evolve with the times, right? We can't just keep telling people like, eat this, 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 and this, and not giving them any explanation. Like, so they've done a lot more research, and we've come out with Fixate and all these amazing recipes, because I don't know how many of you guys have done 21-day fix, but it's pretty vague. Like when you get a treat, she's like, yeah, just if it's a treat, just count it as a yellow. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty vague. Well, now we have Fixate, so we have these healthy treats that you can sub in, and she goes into a deeper dive about how to make healthier substitutions and all those things. So it's not as like, back in the day when it was just kind of like, yeah, you can have some wine, you can have it if you want to, if you feel like it, right? She's really, really helping you understand the why behind those things. Let me see. So module 4, she's going to do like a grocery store tour, right? We take for granted, I think if you've been doing nutrition and lifestyle, like anything like this for a while, like how to navigate the grocery store, but we're in a bubble, you guys. Like we're around people, like we're in our self-care studio or transformation station where people are doing the damn thing and they're healthy and they're doing what they're supposed to. And we forget about the millions of people out there who have no idea how to properly grocery shop, right? And that they don't know that like everything in those middle aisles is not good for them, right? So she really deep dives into that, about how to navigate the grocery store, how to meal plan and prep. Like how many times do you have somebody comment in transformation station, I'm doing awesome with my workouts, but guys, I don't know how to meal prep. Like I do not know how to do that, or I do not know how to plan my meals, right? Autumn covers all of that for you. So, and it's very overwhelming to people, right? I know when I first started meal prepping and planning, and I've been doing this for a long time, when I first started doing it with the containers, I was like, what the heck, And I was pretty savvy. So to someone who's going from eating a standard American diet and not really watching anything that they eat to learning how to eat, meal plan and meal prep for their family, that's a huge undertaking, right? And I think it's something that we take for granted, and it's something that Autumn definitely addresses. This is something that I'm super excited about. This is module 5, and she has never touched on this before, but it's called Family Fix is the name of the module. So she is teaching you how to use the container system for your kids and your family, right? It's not a weight loss protocol for kids. Like, they need to speak with, if there's any sort of concerns like that, they need to speak with their pediatrician and find out what the proper protocol for that is. But it's teaching you how to feed your children a healthy, balanced diet. And she even goes so far as to break it down into like age groups, right? Like eating with the containers with a 5-year-old is going to be different than eating with a 15-year-old, right? So she covers those type of things. And I think it's so important. And, she goes into like how you do containers based on their gender and their age and their activity level. And these are all like modules that are in there. And so she also, another thing, module 6, special ways for special days. How do they use the containers when you're traveling? How to use the containers during the holidays? Like all of these different things that always come up inevitably. How often, like starting in October, everybody's like, all right, we're just throwing it all out the window, guys. It's turkey season. Like, bring it on, right? We can empower our people to still enjoy the holidays and still, do these things, but not lose sight of their goals, right? So there's also bonus videos where Autumn goes into supplementation. So she talks all about Shakeology, recover, energize, recharge, like all of these things, daily sunshine, and how they fit into the portion fix system. So she's covering these things and letting people know, like, this is why your body needs this. This is how you account for it in your container system. This is what you don't have to count. This is what you do have to count. And that's super important, guys, because I get that question a lot. Like, well, what is my recover? Does that count toward my containers? And we know as coaches, like, it's targeted nutrition, so it doesn't count, right? But if they were just reading the guide, they would assume like protein, red, right? But it's not. It's a freebie. You don't count your recover, but you would count anything that you mixed in your recover, right? You see how this is, like, I'm talking to coaches and you guys all look like, wait a minute, I didn't know that. So I'm sure our clients are like, so that's why this is so, so awesome. There's also bonus videos, you guys, on pregnancy, how to use the containers for pregnant women and nursing women. These are questions that always come up. So again, you can see why I'm so super excited. You're also going to get a workbook. So the workbook, it walks you through everything that every module has its own like page. And, every time you watch something, you write it down and in the workbook. And then there's a logbook that you get as well. Some people are very analog. You can use the app, but I know a lot of people are really they like to write things down and like to jot things down. And the logbook really goes into like a deep dive of what they're eating, why they're eating, how they're sleeping. I've loved Beachbody coming out with these trackers and journals and books and everything, because people are buying fitness trackers and stuff every day. Like you see on Instagram, like people go to Michael's and buy like what's the one? I don't know, the most popular one, like the little fit journal, but we give that to people and it's specific to the program that they're doing. So it works even better. It's completely integrated. So I love that they're doing all those things. She talks about your mood, your hydration, your poop. Okay. Poop is important. And you also get a new Fixate cookbook that's got 100 plus recipes. And then you're going to get a little ebook that's got 75 healthy lunch recipes for kids, right? So that's all with the base kit, right? I feel like I just talked like a marathon. Like that is, you get so much with that. And how many of you guys think that would be helpful? All those things that I just talked about, how many of you guys think those would be helpful for your clients? Do you think your clients are going to have a better experience if they get Ultimate Portion Fix versus you just handing them, saying, hey, go watch the Fixate videos. Good luck. Right? Yeah. Hell yeah. It's worth every freaking penny. So that is your base kit. That will come with, any challenge packs that you do, Ultimate Portion Fix challenge packs and things like that. But the next level, there's going to be a certification, right? For anyone who is a coach working the business, you can get certified as an Ultimate Portion Fix master coach. Okay. The certification to me personally is a no-brainer. Like I want to know, with the certification, she has all the home video modules. And then when you sign into your certification, she has all of the questions that might come up during that first module that people might ask you, right? Autumn's been doing this for 5 years. She's heard all the questions. She's run hundreds of challenge groups, you guys. So she knows the questions that people have about the containers. And so she addresses them and lets you know how to answer those questions. So you don't have to know the answers to the questions. So not only are you getting educated, you can pass that information along from the certification to your people. So, and it kind of helps eliminate that imposter syndrome, right? Like you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Or, I don't even follow the portion or the container system myself. So I don't know if I can help you, right? And you start to kind of feel weird about it inside. Well, this is going to eliminate that for you because all the answers are right there. And so you get to see what your challengers are seeing, and then you get to see what Autumn is her advice, which is super, super cool. Let me see what else comes with the certification. Oh, you're going to get worksheets. So she's going to have all kinds of PDF worksheets and stuff that you can download and upload to your challenge groups or send to your challengers. These are all extras. These aren't part of the tracker or the workbook. These are all extra things that give you a leg up and you can send to your challengers. If they're having a problem figuring out their why they're committing to this healthy lifestyle, she has a sheet that you can send them that helps give them prompts to really start thinking about their why. She also gives you a social media guide, how to talk about Ultimate Portion Fix on social media. What's the message, use what you're learning to create a post, right? That's super helpful. I think that would be super helpful for all of you guys. I hear all the time coaches I don't know how to talk on social media, or I don't know how to use social media. Autumn has laid it out for you, right? And she's also going to give you a challenge group guide. So if you're running a challenge group, she's going to do 30 sample posts for you, right? Make it super easy. She's going to explain what's going on as you're going through the program, how to invite. And, like I said before, she knows what questions people have and how to address any objections that come up. So that is the certification. So you can get the home program and the certification together. You can get the home program and the certification separately. You don't have to buy them at the same time if you don't want to, but you cannot get the certification unless you have went through the home program. Does that make sense? Okay. So the next thing there is a master series. So this is really super cool because this is an ongoing group. So once you complete the certification, you pass your exam, you're a Ultimate Portion Fix master coach, you can join the master series. And this is where Autumn is going to be putting, Autumn and like the entire Beachbody team that's working with her are going to be putting new content every single month. There's going to be business videos, like how to use Ultimate Portion Fix to build your business, how to use it, in your challenge groups, more social media training, how to create Instagram stories around Ultimate Portion Fix, and how to, address things via your Instagram stories that might come up. You get, there's 5, she's going to put 5 new Fixate recipes. They're exclusive to the Master Series. So every month you get 5 new Fixate recipes that are 3 months exclusive to you. So you can give those to your clients. Like, that's something that you have that like a lot of other coaches may not have, right? You're going to have those extra recipes that you can offer people. She's also going to do themed challenge group guides. So she's going to have like challenge group guides if you're running a challenge group for pregnant women, or challenge group guides if you're running a holiday challenge group, right? Like where it's already like spelled out and has all of the information there for you. So again, they're just removing all of those obstacles for you. She's going to be interviewing different experts in nutrition, in fitness, in business, different entrepreneurs. Like there's always going to be someone, like more content there. And the Ultimate Portion Fix Master Coach. So there's like different levels. So if you've been a master coach for 12 months, you're level 1. If you've been a master coach for 24 months, you're level 2, and so on and so forth. So it's just continuing your education. And the master series is $19.99 a month. So that would be something that is an ongoing, but you get to stay in that group and get all of that content from Autumn. And remember, guys, like Ultimate Portion Fix is not going anywhere. Like it is going to be integrated into everything that Beachbody does, like going forward. Like I know myself, once it launches, like that's my baseline challenge pack that I'm offering people. Like, you get, instead of saying, hey, you're going to get this and this and this for 160, or you can get it, this for 220 with performance. Like my baseline challenge pack is going to be, you're going to get an educational course to teach you everything you need to know about our nutrition plans and programs, as well as, Beachbody on Demand and Shakeology or performance. Like I'm starting with the Ultimate Portion Fix, right? And then if they want to go down from there, then that's when I'll offer them the Beachbody Nutrition Guide, Beachbody On Demand Annual All Access Challenge Pack, right? So that does a couple of things. Not only does that help my customers and clients out, that's also building volume, right? So like that's a big volume. There's a big difference in giving someone the tools that they need, like the complete package with the Ultimate Portion Fix, and getting like, a $90 commission, and then getting a $50 commission with the 160 challenge pack, right? Like you shouldn't feel weird about that. You're setting them up for success. So Beachbody's like, hey girl, high five, here's an extra $40, So you should totally feel confident in everything that you have to offer with Ultimate Portion Fix. Also, what's super cool is if anyone purchases Ultimate Portion Fix in March, they're also going to be able to work out with Autumn during the live recording of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. She's re-recording both programs, which is super, super cool, because I don't know how many of you guys have done 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme, but the way the program is structured as of now, there's 7 workouts. You repeat them for 3 weeks, right? Same with Fix Extreme. What she's doing is the same thing that she did for 80 Day, the same thing that Joel did for Lift 4, the same thing that Sean did for Transform 20. They're recording them live so that they can continually like ramp them up and change the workouts as they go. So no 2 workouts are the same, right? The rep schemes are going to change. It's going to make sure that you are, in the best position, because when she released that, there was only DVDs. So they had limited space. Well, now she's got the internet, so they can record 21 different workouts. And it's only going to serve to get you better results, your clients better results. And also it's going to bridge that gap. Okay. Like, I don't know if you like 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, like Fix Extreme is way harder than 21 Day Fix. And there's a pretty big gap. Like if somebody like does 21 Day Fix and then they're like, okay, I'm automatically going to go do 21 Day Fix Extreme. After that first day, when they do like Plyo Fix Extreme, they're like, oh, holy shit. Like, what is this? This is nothing like what I experienced with 21 Day Fix. So what she's doing is she's ramping 21 Day Fix up a little bit, and she's pulling 21 Day Fix Extreme back a little bit at the beginning, so that it bridges that gap, so that those 2 programs can really, really flow together. And that will be recording. So anyone who buys Ultimate Portion Fix during March she's going to start recording that April 1st through the 21st is 21 Day Fix. Then there's going to be a week-long break, and then they're going to film 21 Day Fix Extreme from April 29th through May 19th. Okay. And you can tune into those recordings live. It's going to be, I think she said it's going to be the 9 o'clock hour, but they have not decided what time zone it's going to be in yet, but they will be recorded. So if you work or that's not a good time for you, you can access those workouts once they've been recorded, which is pretty cool. And it's something pretty cool that you'll be able to offer like your people. So if you have people who are enrolling as coaches, or you have discount coaches who want to get in on Ultimate Portion Fix, they're going to get to do that, right? They're going to get to do this workout before anyone else. And that's really super cool. So, that is all I have for as far as like just the information on Fix or on Ultimate Portion Fix. There, if you were in Beachbody Champions, there are 3 different trainings on Ultimate Portion Fix, and it goes into even deeper than everything I talked about today. There's like an introduction video. Autumn does an interview where she talks all about it, and then there is the pricing and packaging video where it tells you all the different packages, who they're for, the volume associated with all those things, the commissions associated with all those things, how much they cost and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I cannot encourage you enough to get behind this. Let me see what questions there are. Do we know if the videos will be available for life? Yeah. So once you have access to it, it is like you have access to it for indefinitely, right? So once you purchase the program, it's the same as 2B Mindset. And I know a lot of people will ask like, well, isn't this competing with 2B Mindset? Like, how is it different? Really, like, to me, I like having both ends of the spectrum. You have intuitive eating with 2B Mindset, and maybe that fits someone better, right? Maybe someone doesn't like the idea of portion control, right? And that's something you can guide them towards, 2B Mindset. Then there is Ultimate Portion Fix for your people who love the containers. I love both. I go back and forth. Like I'm like flippy floppy. Like I'm like, oh my God, I love 2B Mindset so much. And I'm like, oh my God, I get such great results with the containers, So I'm like that person who's like, this month I'm going to do 2B Mindset. This month I'm going to do Ultimate Portion Fix. So I love them both. And I think they both have great merit. Do you know how they're going to incorporate with the new programs coming up? So my understanding is that all the new programs that are coming up are going to just follow the Beachbody nutrition guide. Like I think they're going to, is that correct, Keisha? Do you know? I think they're going to follow the nutrition guide, and then you can use Ultimate Portion Fix with these programs. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So even like with Morning Meltdown, like you can get a Morning Meltdown challenge pack and with Ultimate Portion Fix, so that's how that's going to work. And all the other programs that are already containerized, you can still use those container allotments and still get great results. And any of your people who, maybe they don't want into Ultimate Portion Fix, they can just keep doing what they're doing, guys. But I want you to educate yourself on why it's important and why it's different than what they have now, because that's going to be the question is like, well, why is it different than just reading the containers, right? And maybe some people don't want more information, and that's okay too. Like not everybody's like looking for a deep dive explanation or how, but make sure you let them know like they do get the family recipes, they do get the family fix, they do get the information about how to grocery shop, how to navigate this while traveling. Like there's a lot more to it than just like the science behind it. Like they get a lot more value. Is there any more questions before I turn it back over to Keisha? You can unmute yourself too. You don't have to like type it in the chat. You can just unmute.
So awesome. Thanks for all of that. I took notes for sure, because like I said, I haven't been able to dive into it yet. So I think just to I've very much skimmed what they've told us from corporate in the 5-star group. And so going into answering the question about what about the current plans and how is this different or whatever, it's like you said, nothing changes with the current plans. Like everybody can still just they can buy the containers separately, or they can use the measurements for the containers for the current plans. Like right now when people buy Beachbody On Demand, and a lot of us probably don't even know because it's been so long, some of you guys may got the new, but there's always been like a portion fix meal plan that come with that people were mailed anyways. So all they did was just kind of change the name and change that book a little bit. I downloaded it. I'll upload it into the group so you guys can see it, but it's still the containers. It's still the food list. It's still a lot of the same things. They're just kind of like rebranding that a little bit. But like Sheena said, this is where it's really different. Think about, I just know, I had there was questions in Transformation Station last week of people saying like, I just struggle with, meal prep. I just struggle with like, I don't want to eat this or that or whatever, the same things or whatever. Like, this is where someone else is going to be able to dive deeper into that. Like, you're not gonna have to do that. Like, if someone, if a challenger or coach comes to me and tells me that they're really struggling with nutrition, I'm gonna ask them a few questions to dig into what exactly they're struggling with. If it's emotional eating, then maybe it's 2B if they want more flexibility. But if it's someone who likes to be told what to eat, if someone who likes, to have something, some people like the gray area of life that 2B is, and some people freaking can't stand it. They're like, give me instruction, tell me what to do, and I'll follow the instructions. So that's where, the portion fix comes in a little bit more. And like, for me personally, I like both nutrition programs too, but like, if I want to like get cut and really make my muscles pop and really like get bikini ready, I'm going to the containers. If I'm just like trying to maintain through the holidays, then 2B is life, right? So it's just like, exactly. It really depends on like where you're at and what people's specific goals are at that time. And I love the point that Sheena, that you talked about that I think is so important, is that this also opens up that entire arena for you to help clients who are already into other things, who are already into CrossFit, who are, training for marathons, who are pregnant, who are like in all these other things. Like, this gives you nutritional help for them. And if you have those people in your life, or you are on social media who you just think could be really freaking awesome coaches, but they're like too egocentric to like listen to home workouts, like maybe this is your way, that you like open their door to what we have to offer, because they struggle with nutrition or they don't have nutrition to offer their personal training clients. And so this is a way for them to do that, and that would get them into the door. Opens up another whole arena of business for them. So that's just like diving a little bit deeper. So just in my opinion, nutrition and meal planning is a skill. Like, it's a skill that you learn just like anything else. And so if you're like, I suck at nutrition or whatever, or I suck at meal planning and prepping, it's just a skill that you have to learn. Like, you can say you suck at it, but you actually dive in, you research it, you practice the skill of meal planning and prepping, and then you get good at it. It's like anything else. And that's what we also have to help our clients do, but this will help them to do it. If they want to develop that skill, here's all the freaking tools that you need to do it.
Yeah. And something else that Autumn covers is like, there's not just one way to meal prep. Like, Instagram like makes you feel like there's only one way to meal prep. Like, if you're not eating out of mason jars or little black plastic containers, then you're not meal prepping. And that's just not the case, right? Like, people meal prep differently based on their lifestyle and what their needs are. And she covers those things. And she covers the planning aspect too, because I think people just feel like they can meal prep without planning, and you can't, like, especially if you're doing the container system, you need that planning. And I always tell my people when they're first starting, I'm like, you're going to make some things that you don't like, right? You're going to make some things that are not the most delicious thing you've ever eaten, 5-star Michelin chef worthy. Okay. But like Keisha said, it's a skill. You have to keep practicing. You have to build that muscle. And once you it becomes quicker and quicker every week, because you do your freaking click list, or you go to the grocery, you know what you're grabbing, you already have stuff in the pantry, and it builds on itself. It's a compound effect that just starts to become like part of your routine. And when that happens, life is so much sweeter.
Right. So getting strategic about the launch, to start talking a little bit of strategy to you guys. So what my goal will be this week is to get a kind of a price options form complete to present to those people who are already currently coaches on your team. So I will talk about this in Transformation Station. You should start, if you've got clients or coaches that that are struggling with nutrition, be talking to them about that. I'm going to go live in Transformation Station a little bit. I'm sure Sheena I can do the same in Self-Care Studio, and start talking about this and what we have to offer a little bit more to get people interested in it. And then, just like we did with Transform 20, I'll drop a form in there that everyone can comment on and purchase like pre-order through. So if you have people who want to jump in and grab one of the portion fix options, whether it's the base kit or with Shakeology to get that discounted for the month, a challenge pack, or whatever they want to do, I'll have all the options broken down for them. So all they have to do is go in and choose. And then on March 4th, you can just shoot them the share cards. Okay. So that'll be like stage one. You need to be thinking about for yourself, which route that you want to go, what you want to do. I'm personally going to do the certification for sure, without a doubt. All about education and learning more. And so you can do, and correct me if I'm wrong, so you can do the certification and then decide if you want to do the master series later to do the monthly thing. So if you do the certification, there's no monthly anything attached to it.
No,
decide.
Certification is a one-time purchase. You do the training. There's going to be modules for you available. You do that, you pass your certification test. And then once you do that, then you're a certified thing. And then you can decide, like you just said, whether you want to do the masters or not.
Right. Julie's asking for prices. I just printed them out. So for the promo price for a coach, if you get the base program with the certification, it's $140. Just the base kit with no certification is, wait, I lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. $140 for that. If you get for a coach, if they get the base kit with no certification, it's $81.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like $81. And coach with certification during the promo time is going to be $140. It's $150 or later on. So it's $10 off right now. Basically when it launches on Monday. So base kit only. If you add, I don't have that on here, but there is that option to add on the certification later. I don't know what the price is for that. It's not listed on this price sheet.
Yeah, they don't have that. I didn't see that listed yet, but there's also, you guys, so don't wait, because they're also addressing that there's, anybody who already bought a challenge pack in February, or anybody that buys a challenge pack up to March 3rd, they can add on Ultimate Portion Fix. They're going to give it as a discounted price and free shipping for them. Okay. Because they don't want anyone to miss out on this. Like if your people just bought a challenge pack and now you're going to be like, oh, we have these challenge packs available with Ultimate Portion Fix. Like they don't want the people that enrolled in February and the beginning of March to feel like they missed out. So they're going to do a discounted Portion Fix or Ultimate Portion Fix base kit with free shipping for them.
Yeah, they are going to do a promo. So I'll try to have that all embedded into the form so that your people could just answer a series of questions and find out their options. You don't have to stress about that. So I'll dive deeper into all of that and what that looks like. But that's kind of a roundabout for you guys to think about for yourselves. $140 with certification, $81 without if you just get the base kit. So think about that for yourselves, what you want to dive into. I will work on that for Transformation Station and self-care. So that's kind of going to be like your first, it's just like with any other launch. That's the first phase is you talking to your current people about it, what we got going on March 4th. Now, if you have a new challenger that wants to sign up and you're enrolling them from the beginning as a coach, like we do 90% of people, right? You can sign them up with the Ultimate Portion Fix Challenge Pack starting March 1st, of course. So starting Monday, those packs will be available for new customers too, as long as they're signing as a coach. And then the 18th for everybody else. So that's kind of how this will go down. So don't stress yourself out or anything like that. Like I said, I'll get it all embedded into the forms. But first focus should be you racking your brain right now of who's already in your business, who's already signed up with you, that struggles with nutrition, that could benefit from this. Because I guarantee you a lot of them, and they're going to be the easiest people for you to get on board with this for sure. Like if you have someone that just finished Transform 20 and they said they did awesome with the workouts and they are killing that, but they're struggling with nutrition, this could be their answer for sure. So
yeah. And guys, the one thing I want to really drive home too is yes, this is going to help our clients, but this is going to help you too. This is going to help you, all of you. When I said how many of you coaches struggle with nutrition, the hands went up like this. This is something that is meant to help you get your best results and get you, help you reach your goals and live your healthiest, happiest, most fulfilled lives. So that investment is going directly into you by getting to learn all these things and getting to, become better at nutrition, so that you don't have to just say well, I suck at nutrition, right? And what happens when you get amazing results and then you start to love and you start to feel confident is that you're able to confidently help other people, and that investment makes itself back tenfold, right? So just remember when you're thinking about those things and you're like, oh my God, $140 with the certification or $80 for the Ultimate Portion Fix, that's an investment in you. you know, and your results and your longevity with diet and nutrition.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like that with anything and all things. You know, someone was asking me earlier about like, well, what do you buy on Chase? And I'm like, we literally buy 2 bags of Shakeology, 3 boxes of bars, at least 1 performance kit like every month because but we use it because you know we are total believers and products of the product. But I know it's not easy for everybody to do, and we did start off that way. But I always say, even if all of it went away or coaching opportunity went away, I'm dead set on the Beachbody, all the things, because it's changed my life. So, okay. So you guys let us know if you have any questions. That's basically the spiel. I did record this. I will upload it if you need to watch it again. Go in if you want to find out more about this, be a student, put in your earbuds sometime this week and jump in the Beachbody Champions page. Just give it a good search for Autumn, and it's probably somewhere at the top. And listen to Autumn talk about this for a while to help, you know, educate yourself more on it as well. If you have questions, you know where to find us. You guys have a good week. Thanks, Sheena, for all your hard work.